Hello, I'm Adam Ruggiero with GearJunkie's 2019 Camp Gear Test, joined by fellow editors Mallory Page, Sean McCoy, Nicole Qualtieri, and of course, Nate Mitka. And we tested the best sleeping pads of 2019. We each had our own pick for a certain scenario, so stay tuned for the best camping pads of the year. Now, as you see from our reviews, there's a bunch of cool tech in sleeping pads, and it's largely aimed at increasing comfort or insulation or reducing weight. But if you want to keep it simple and you're on a budget, and you don't mind roughing a little in the backcountry, there's nothing better than the Therm-A-Rest Z-Lite. This foam pad comes in at about $30 depending on where you're shopping. It's got an R value of 2.7, and at 14 ounces it weighs under a pound. Plus, nifty little folding pleats, and you can strap it under a pack, no problem. Plus, while those inflatable sleeping pads can be high in insulation and really cool, you always run the risk of maybe popping. This thing is idiot-proof. You poke a stick in it, it's on a rock, it's never gonna break. And while it's a great sleeping pad, it's pretty versatile at the campsite too. It opens up all the way to sleep on, but you can simply fold it in half, and you've got a place to sit around the campfire. So again, if you're on a budget and you want to keep it simple, the Therm-A-Rest Z-Lite. It's about 30 bucks and you can find it basically everywhere, from REI to Amazon, anywhere else you want to shop.
I'm Nicole Qualtieri. I'm the Hunt and Fish editor at GearJunkie.com. My favorite pad from our Camp Test 2019 is the Nemo Roamer. This isn't your backcountry pad. This is for sure your car camping, van life pad. The reason that is that it's 5 pounds 4 ounces when it's packed up. It packs up decently small, so you're gonna save a lot of space if you're someone who lives on the road or spends a lot of time camping. One of the things I really like about this for couples or families is that you have toggles, so you can actually buy 2 or 3 of these and create one big pad for everybody. The temperature rating on this says that it's comfortable down to -30. I always think of those as survival temps. You're probably not gonna wanna be camping in -30, but this could also be a great base camp type of pad for someone who's doing a long time trip. This is definitely a treat yourself kind of pad. The Nemo Rumor comes in at a price point of $210 for the long wide version, a little bit more for extra wide, extra long. Super plush, super comfortable, definitely a little bit on the high end side, but for car camping like we've been doing for this gear test, it's definitely my favorite pad.
I'm Nate Mitka, and this is my favorite sleeping pad. It's the REI Camp Bed. I think it's great for car camping and short backpacking trips because it's very comfortable and really easy to use. So some deets on the camp bed is that it has an R value of 6.8, which places it on the higher end of insulation. It weighs 3 pounds 10 ounces, which is kind of heavy, but that'll make do for short backpacking trips. So on the back is a durable 150 denier fabric, which resists abrasions. And then on the front is a super soft, plush, open cell foam. It feels great on the hands and while you're sleeping. So the price of $100 markets it as more competitive than a lot of your ultralight options, but it's a little bit more expensive than some of your budget and really baseline picks. I'm 6 feet tall and this is the regular and it fits me great. So the XL is for people that are bigger and taller than me. So some downsides to the REI Camp Bed are its weight, 3 pounds 10 ounces. That places it a little bit heavier than your ultralight options. You wouldn't want to use it for extended backpacking trips. And its packability as well. It rolls down pretty small, but you're not going to compare it to those ultralight options. It stays this wide. It'd be great for fitting in your pack or outside of your pack, but compared to your ultralight options, it's in a different category. Yeah, so for those reasons, I selected the REI Camp Bed as my favorite sleeping pad.
Hi, I'm Mallory. This is one of my favorite sleeping pads. It's the Nemo Cosmo 3D. It comes in at just 2 pounds, and as you can see, it's nice and thick. So it's ultra comfortable for backpacking and also great for car camping. And one of my favorite features is this foot pump. So when you're tired at the end of the day, you don't have to blow it up. You just pump away and it's ready to go. This is the long wide version. It retails for $160. There's also a regular that's for $140, and then you can get an extra wide that retails for $180. And what I like about this is how thick it is. So I'm a side sleeper, had no problems. My hips weren't on the ground. I could sleep comfortably all night on this thing. And for that reason, I chose the Nemo Cosmo 3D as my favorite camp pad.
Hi, I'm Sean McCoy. This is my favorite sleeping pad. This is the Sea Summit Comfort Plus. I've used this one for about 3 years now, and I don't think there's a better sleeping pad on the market. Why do I say this is my favorite sleeping pad? It's because it is light enough for backpacking, it's insulated well, and it has 2 chambers so you have redundancy in case you were to pop one side of the pad. The Comfort Plus retails for about $200. Often you can find it for much less on sale. It has an R value of 5 and it weighs in right around 2 pounds. That is a little on the heavy side for a backpacking pad, but personally I find the security of having a second chamber worth the extra weight. I also love having the insulation on cold nights. I've used this pad down to 0 degrees. It's been a little chilly at that temperature, but it definitely kept me warm enough to sleep well. It's very easy also to deflate and roll up. It packs down a little bit bigger than an Nalgene bottle. The only downside of this pad is it's a little bit crinkly at night. It does make a little bit of noise when you turn and toss on it, so you will hear some sound, and that's the insulation. For me, it's still worth it, but if you're a very light sleeper or if your partner is a very light sleeper, it's something worth considering. For all those reasons, that's why I choose the Sea Summit Comfort Plus as my favorite sleeping pad.
So there's our editor's favorite sleeping pads of 2019. Now, obviously there's a bunch of variability when it comes to sleeping pads, whether you're looking for warmth, weight, or budget. And we tested a bunch of sleeping pads. So to read up the entire review, check the link in the description. And until next time, I'm Adam Ruggiero for Gear Junkie.